Shalom, this is a Charlemagne Schroeder, analyzing the camp. Located here just for Florida. First and foremost, I would like to all praise and honor and glory to the Father and the Son and the proper true return. Call La, Yahweh, Bashim Al Shai, Bashem, Habakak, that's my mouth. Also, double honor to the elders and apostles of GMS. Double honor to our apostle down here in the Lionsden camp, a hard one by Shirala. Peace and blessings to 1/3. And salutations to those for elect. This is going to be a lesson. Let me go ahead and get it. Because it's going into the book of life, ultimately the book of death. You should want to worry about, what's going on in the world right now. You see we're literally in the beginning of World War III. People talking about it. You start talking about it, even some of my people talking about it. And that goes to show you that this is the beginning of Jacob's trouble, man. Of course, wars and rumors of war, but Lord willing, Yahweh Razah, this is the beginning of World War III. And, it still will be anyways, because we're at the beginning of the end. But it's actually bringing in armor God one. It's actually bringing in armies across the four corners of the earth. That's what the Lord is doing right now. He's being what he's meant to be, a threat, a fanning this, all the altercations, everything that's happening right now. But man, this is for the people that don't believe in the Most High Yahweh, that don't believe in anything of this stuff happening, even though it's been told to them for the past 50 years, 50, 60 years, by the apostles, or by the apostles and the elders, by everybody, man, that this is what's going to happen, man. Yeah, man, this is all prophecy. This is in the same book, the same Bible that has been used for the past 5 years, but the way Esau used it was for slavery purposes, and the way it's been used has not been, properly, because, other religions is basically another rat race that America does and that Babylon does. But I'm gonna go get, this is a revelation. It's like in chapter 20, I'm starting at verse. I was at verse 2. I'm at verse 12. It says, "And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works." So, man, that's what's going to happen, man. The people that's not found in the book of life, they're going to be judged according to their works. They're ultimately going to be counted for destruction. All right, they're going to the destruction that is coming is, of course, them 200 million warheads is destined to displace Babylon. All right, nuclear destruction, ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. So it's missiles out there that's destined to this place that are coming very, very soon, and we're giving warning and heed to our people that you don't be a part of that. I even heard some people that say, "Oh, if it happens, it happens." They don't have that same fear. All right, they don't have that same fear. They don't have the actual fear of Yahweh my side, because you and I be saying that. Nobody has ever, look the stress in their face that the Lord has sent to them, at least, and wanted it, man, and was like, oh, take it on the chin. Nah, nobody's gonna be able to do that, man. They want to live. If they want to live, they want to live an unrighteous life, a wicked life, and they that means they want to live. They honestly are afraid, but they don't believe it. They don't understand it, and they don't fear. So that's why it is how it is right now. So, I just get well. It says, "And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and the death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. They were judged every man according to their works." Man, nuclear destruction, man, fallout. This is a physical thing that's gonna happen to the earth, to at least Babylon, and it's gonna be a nuclear fallout, because the earth is gonna be utterly uninhabitable due to nuclear fallout. All right, but this place Babylon, verse 14, And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So the first death being what the Lord did to Noah around the time of Noah with the flood. But there's a rainbow in the sky now saying that the Lord would never destroy the earth with water again, but He will destroy it with fire this time. Wayward of 200 million ICBMs. All right, missiles launched across the earth to hit this place, Babylon. All right, so it says death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. There's that kind of cut the hell doctrine, because people believe hell is a place underneath the earth. That comes from like Greek worship or Roman worship or whatever. But people believe hell is a place underneath the earth, but it's not. It is a condition. Matthew 10:28. Fear not them that can destroy the body, but fear them that can destroy the body and the spirit in hell, man. So that's the only thing that's the only thing that the Lord can do, the Most High Yahweh can do. All right, this place hell, this place Babylon is hell, man. It's a low condition. You see our people are mourning and crying for righteousness. That's in Proverbs, man. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. It's like paraphrasing. So you can see that this is the people that rule the earth are unrighteous. They do not fear the Most High Yahweh Shema Shah. They do not fear anything. They only they fear is like losing their land, but that's going to just cause them to be more sporadic and lose their land even more so. All right, verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Man, this is for the for the son of men. All right, this is for the heathens. This is for 2/3 of our people, and this is for Esau, man. This is what the ham of the earth right now. These heathens and 2/3 of our people that need this judgment, because 2/3 of our people, they need to be clean. Esau, he needs to be expunged. The heathens too. All right, Esau, after 1,000 years of his slavery, he got to be eradicated. All right. So this is Proverbs chapter 1 and 7. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So this go to shows you that they don't fear the Lord. If they were truly counted as wise and noble and mighty, they would fear the Lord, because nobody has ever been honestly, truly wise and mighty and noble without the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. They were set up by the Most High anyways, but the Lord has made a vessel to honor and a vessel to dishonor. He can set up the hammers of the earth right now, Esau and Ishmael and Ham and Moab, to be the main economical powerhouses of the world and nuclear powerhouses. But ultimately, they're gonna be broke just like dishes, because they're heathens, because they took the apple of the Lord eye. Even though they're under rulership of Esau, they being controlled by Esau, they still gotta be broke like this. They still need slavery. All right, hardcore about slavery for 1,000 years, just like Esau. But the only thing Esau gonna get done to them, they're gonna be eradicated, because they're continually wicked. This is Matthew chapter 3, start at verse 11. Let's start at verse 12 to get to the point. It says, whose fan is in his hand, Yahushua, and he will thoroughly purge his floor and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire. So he's going to gather. Yahushua is going to gather his chosen ones. He's going to gather the elect and the 1/3 out of Israel. He's going to make sure they're safe, because those ones that need to be harvested. But he will ultimately, all the chaff that's meant to be burnt, the chaff is only made to be burnt. Stuff like that's so dry and brittle. It only has but one purpose. Just like two of our people. If If you're telling them that the world is gonna be utterly inhabitable due to nuclear destruction, that World War III is on the way. Jacob's trouble. It's in the Bible. Babylon finna be destroyed. They don't care. They don't hear it. They don't understand. They obviously don't understand. They don't have the fear of the Lord, man. They don't have the fear of the Lord. They don't care about the consequences right now, at least, because they're comfortable. They will when it happens, when they see angels and the Lord and demons right in front of their face. When they see all hell break loose, they understand that they were, you know, being foolish. But it's gonna be too late then, at least for most of our people, and for these heathens, of course. But nonetheless, the chapter's only meant to be it's only supposed to be meant to be fired, man. It's only supposed to be meant to be burnt up. Cause two our people, they have no profit. The only profit they have is being unprofitable. Excuse me. The only profit they have is being unprofitable. Like these church pastors, these even for the two-thirds Israelite camps, these all the other Buddhist religions and Muslims. You can tell they have no profit other than being unprofitable. They're only there to be in the way, man. They're just like an NPC. They're only there to make you stronger. Of course, the elect and the 1/3 to make you more knowledgeable, to know who not to follow. They're good, bad examples. All right, so that's what they're there for. But after that, they made his chaff, man, to the Lord. Because in this kingdom, he don't need none of that. He don't need no good, bad examples. He need nothing but good examples. He need kings. All right, he need princes and princesses. All right, that's what he's gonna bring through his elect. Y'all is on part of that number. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 13. It says, "Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire." All right. So once again, World War III we're in the beginning of it. Of course, we sound like a broken record, but so did Noah. All right, he been doing that. He was doing it for over 100 years. It's only been out for around 50, 60 years. We're gonna keep sounding like a broken record to the day that we, Lord willing, we got to, but to be out of here, man. Well, I'm talking about like death and stuff, but Lord willing, we don't have to taste death, because the Lord is coming surely. He's surely coming. There's no doubt. There's no doubt, and it should be no doubt in our mind. I feel like the ones that's the truth. They know it subconsciously. They just don't fear it. It's like the dude, like the ones that take their hands out the plow. It's like the dude that chose the state, that chose the fake state. Somewhere sunny, somewhere not too cloudy. All right, he chose that state because even though he knew that it's not real, even though he knew that's what our people that go back and that take their hands off the plow do. All right, even though they know they're in destruction, but that means your death is gonna be worse than the ones that didn't know at all, man. So, and that's in the scriptures, man. It's better for you to not even know this truth. The only good thing about those type of people is that they bring probably a few more people in, which is a good thing. But nonetheless, yeah, every man work should be declared because for the days shall declare it, man. So you have to say it in your mind, because a lot of these people that debate the truth, they debate this, they don't believe that. They'll say Jesus, then they'll say, oh, you said the letter J, okay, let Zeus. Or Zeus is yogurt. It's Yeshua. So that they'll change their names. If you can't even stand on your name, what are you here for, man? You can't stand on nothing, man. So we stand on one name. We stand on Yahweh, the Father, and of course the Son, Yahweh Shai. All right. Yahweh being the Father, which means He exists, and Yahweh Shai being the Son. All right, what the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which means Yahweh Shai meaning He delivers, Mashiach meaning anointed. You know, Christ, that's the uh, Christian Elamite deity. But nonetheless, it says, for the day shall declare, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work, what sort it is. So it's only one person that's right. We're saying the Lord is right, and that the Lord is going to do this how He's doing it right now. He's conducting it exactly the way the elders have been saying He's going to conduct it. It's happening right in front of our faces. All right, so it's going to 100% happen. You just got 100% want to know that you want to be part of the elect, or the 1/3. I want to be part of the elect, Lord willing. That's stuff you got to pray for. You know the church is going to come. It's happened throughout history, hundreds of times, and that is going to happen again. You got to know who to call on though, and who's going to save you. So ultimately, you should want to be in the book of life. And the first step of that is the fear of the Lord. If you don't fear the Lord, you're not gonna get nowhere, man. And that's the kind of the main point of the lesson. You have to fear the Lord. If you do not fear the Lord, you're not gonna get no understanding. That's the beginning of understanding. You know, talk to a couple people, friends and everything, quote unquote friends, associates, whatever you want to call them, homeboys, homeboys, or homegirls. Talking about this, they'll say they fear the Lord. Talk about the law, statutes, and commandments. That's one thing. You should want to follow to the best of your ability, correct? But the main thing is our people don't want to give up tape ups. They don't want to give up, shaving their beards off, and they don't want to give up pork and shrimp. They don't want to give up holidays. Like that's idolatry. That's a whole bunch of stuff. They don't give up nothing. I'm like, well, how you fear the Lord? If you fear the Lord, that's like saying you fear a cop, but you littering, jaywalking, you running a red light, you committing battery or assault right in front of the cop. That's exactly what you're doing for the Lord. If you are cautious of that cop, that police officer, you're gonna do everything in your power to not do it in his sight.